Hey guys, Ron here with Rising Sun Properties. This next property is in Kamigori, Hyogo area, so it's a little bit off the beaten path, but again, it's a very good example of the kinds of properties that are out there if you're willing to get away from the big cities like Tokyo, Osaka, Kobe, like that. For I think it's 9.5 million or something. It's a very nice home. It's built in the 90s. The foundation looked really good. The home looked like it was in very good condition. Does need some upgrading, just cosmetic things, wallpaper and stuff like that. However, overall, I think it's an excellent choice if you're interested in a home this size because it is a little bit larger. It has a yard in a quiet neighborhood, but again, it's off the beaten path. But at 9.5 million or whatever it is, I think it's a fantastic kind of home to consider. At the release of this video, this home is still on the market. So if you're interested in this home or would like us to search for other homes that are similar in other areas, we can of course do that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy the tour. All right, now on to the tour. Headed to Kamigori, Hyogo. Kind of more of a countryside area, and here is the home. 9.8 million yen, 65,000 USD, 2-story, 5 LDK, built in 1999, 125 square meters, and a nice yard with 254 square meters of land. Here's a layout of the home for those who like to see that. Neighborhood's very quiet. It looked like most of the homes, if not all of them, are being lived in. Does have a carport for parking. Here's a view of the backside. Looks like you can fit a couple cars in there. Overall, I think this home is a very good buy for the price, especially for what I saw under the floor, on the foundation. Everything looks really good. It does need some upgrading. You can tell, I mean, it's not dirty, but you can tell a family had lived here, possibly a couple girls from some of the things I saw upstairs. So you would need to put a little bit into the home to make it kind of feel new. But overall, for the price, the size, and the condition of the home, I think it's a really good home to consider. Here's the entranceway. It's got 2 toilets, one downstairs and upstairs. There's a hallway closet. And the toilet. Not very spacious, but toilet nonetheless. You can see up here it's just some, I don't know exactly what's going on, just normal wear and tear, and I think it's okay as it is to live in, and you could upgrade as you go. This house does have shutters. At the end of the video, you'll see the home with the shutters closed, and they roll up, so they don't slide to the side. They actually roll up a little bit easier to get up and down. Here's the tatami room on the first floor. Tatami looks worn and could use some updating, but for the time being, I think it's fine. Plenty of closet space. Doorways in here are pretty high, and all of them are. This one's even taller, so yeah, plenty of room. Feels spacious, feels like a home. Good conditions, showing its age a little bit, but overall it's looking pretty good. Here's a view of the backyard out from this room. You can see something was there, and the difference in coloration of the tatami. This opens up into the kitchen slash maybe living room. Wood floors, I believe they are real wood floors. And the ceilings are quite high. Again, this is, I believe, another great example of the type of homes that you can get if you get outside of the major cities, especially for this price and size, condition. Homes in, Kobe, Osaka, especially Tokyo, no way you can get a home for this price and this size and condition. As you can see, the ceilings are quite high, can't even touch them. And just for comparison, I'm about 181 centimeters tall. There's a place for the aircon, so the hole's drilled. Electrical outlet is there. Here's a look into the kitchen. Again, you can see that it could use some updating on some paint and wallpaper, but overall not too bad at all. There's where your refrigerator would go. You can fit a large size refrigerator there. The kitchen with 3 burners, bigger sink. Take a peek under here, as I always do if I get the chance. Sometimes they're screwed down and you're not able to access them, which is always kind of a red flag for me, but here's a look underneath the home, and as you can see, it looks pretty good. There's some insulation there. It's not all concrete, but the stands there are on concrete blocks and looks pretty clean and really good condition. So I don't think there's much to worry about with the foundation on this home at all. Kitchen is a bit dated, but completely fine just the way it is. Nothing that you would immediately need to upgrade. As you can see, it's been cleaned out pretty well. And plenty of storage in the kitchen. This fluorescent light in the kitchen, which probably isn't the greatest light to have there and might need some upgrading. Another tall doorway going out to the right into the bath area. All the doors seem to be opening and closing with no problem, so shouldn't be too much tilting going on. Here's where your washing machine would go, and the sink. Another crawl space there that I'll get into in a second. Here's the bath and shower area. Bath looks pretty large, has the automatic fill and reheat options. And a look underneath, you can see all the way across. You can see where that cooler was in the kitchen. So good crawl space. If you need to get under there, there'd be no problem accessing any part of the home. With some army crawling anyway. We always recommend doing an inspection. I'm not sure if you really need to in this home, but it's always worth doing just to uncover any issues there may be. Now on up to the second floor. One thing that we have been running into are the water heaters. You know, water heaters lifespans are 10 to 15 years, so those may need to be replaced. They cost about, I think, around 300,000 yen to replace them, so something to keep in mind. Here's the second toilet on the second floor, and a look at the stairs coming up. There are 3 or 4 rooms up on the second floor. Here's the first one. A little bit smaller, and don't see a place for an aircon in this room. You could probably get one installed. Here's a view out the window. You can see it's kind of more of the countryside area. Very quiet. Here's some purple leopard print left on the light switch. Yeah, so there are 4 rooms up here, that's right. Here is the second one, a little bit larger. There's a walk-in closet off to the right. Didn't see any signs of water damage up on the ceilings, but again, up here you can see the wallpaper is a bit dated and would look a lot better if you replaced it. Here's the balcony. I would say estimate for a home this size to replace all the wallpaper, it'd be around maybe 400, 500,000, just from, previous estimates that we've had. Decent balcony, overlooking the yard, small shed back in the corner. And not seeing any water damage or cracking going on, so that's a really good sign. There's a spot for the aircon in this room that there wasn't in that last room. A walk-in closet with access from two sides. Looks like a crawl space up in the attic. I did not look up there. I don't have a ladder. It's a little bit hard to get to. But plenty of storage here. This is more of a Western style home. I know a lot of people are always looking for that Kominka Japanese style home, and as you've probably heard me say in some of my previous videos, those homes are great, but they're old and will come with a lot of issues structurally. They were just built at a different time, and Japanese homes aren't really built to last the test of time. Gotta love the glow-in-the-dark stars. Looks like a house full of girls in this room. Another closet off to the left side. Wood floors. Lots of natural sunlight coming into the entire house. And you see a spot for the aircon over there on the right wall. So you will need to install aircons, which is pretty common. Either the aircons will be there, but they're going to be old and need to be replaced anyway, or they're just no aircons at all. Either way, typically you will need to replace them. Another room here with the spot for your aircon. This is the fourth room upstairs. So quite large and spacious. Another closet. And here's a patio area. And as always, I just take a look around outside at the foundation underneath, see if I can see any kind of water damage up near the roof or any cracking here on the foundation. Everything looked really good. I don't remember seeing any cracks, to be honest. Got a little bit of a yard up front. Not super close to your neighbors. And a nice backyard with plenty of room, especially for Japan standards back here. You can see the shutters are now down. This is when I was heading out. So it looks like a really well-built home. Got this back patio area. You can hang laundry on. No grass really, but I guess that's easier to maintain. Here's the back side of the yard. The separation, pretty easy to see the boundary there. And a shed, nothing too special, but here nonetheless. Storage area, comes with your clippers. So there is a tour of a home in Hyogo. I think it's a really great home to consider. Just goes to show you there's a lot of these kind of properties that you can get a really good value for the money. Got some lunch at a local spot and it was really great, and took the Shinkansen back home. Thank you guys so much for watching and checking out the videos. If you're interested in searching any area of Japan, please contact me via my email or WhatsApp here. Thank you very much and have a great day.